Well, let's see, it is currently pissing down rain outside. I was going to go for a bit of a walk and take a couple of photos of the local area, but I can't, unfortunately, because it's pissing down rain right now. But as you can see, the our backyard's not too bad anyway, but you'd probably see that anyway. It's been raining. I think it rained yesterday a bit, actually. It didn't rain as bad, but it started to rain towards the afternoon, so it was not too bad. I don't know what the hell, what fruit is on that tree. I don't even know what fruit's on that tree, actually. Should probably find out. Yeah, I should probably actually see what that is, because I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. So, yeah, it's pissing down rain at this point in time. House is pretty clean at the moment. I'm just defrosting some chicken, maybe. Later for dinner. Maybe. Depends on if I feel like chicken. He's not doing much. As you can see, there's a few dishes on the sink, and obviously there's a bit of bird seed where the bird has been. My God, bird, you're making a mess. No, he does make a bit of a mess sometimes. That's a bit annoying, but he's okay. I got like maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4 dishes I gotta wash up pretty much. So it's about what's left in that anyway for the moment. What else? Between that, obviously the internet bill, always fun. Mail we've been getting from the last people who lived in here or lived in this house. I don't know why we're getting their mail, but apparently they forgot to change their address. Would be nice if they actually did change their addresses. I mean, I don't know, this looks like a donation thing, but we have been getting a lot of their mail. I'd say that they were most likely Arabic or, gather from the name, Muslim, I'm guessing, that lived here previously in this house before. So, yeah, be nice if they actually forwarded their mail somewhere. And the cupboard. Why am I looking in the cupboard? Because I feel like it. No, I actually want to. I might cook some rice tonight. Maybe mix it with the chicken or something. I'll cook some rice tonight. Maybe I don't really feel like pie. I had pasta the night before, so I might have some rice. Cook some rice and what else do I feel like? Yeah, probably just some rice and stuff at this point. There's a few rice snacks and stuff there, and some Milo and Vita Brits. I don't really feel like cereal right now, but I might have something in a little while. This Mac, I'm tossing up whether I should take it apart or what I should do with it, basically. I may take it apart. It just depends on how I'm feeling and whether I feel like taking it apart or not, because the screen is cracked. I'm not sure whether I'll completely try to replace the screen or, well, I'll show you what the problem is. Basically, this happened. It was on the ground at the time, and it got knocked over as I was mucking around with the garage. It's not plugged in. It's freaking hilarious. Ugh. Oh my God. Shit. Ugh. There we go. I'm just plugging in so I can actually show you what the hell is going on. So this, this is the one that I had around for a while. It does work. Don't get me wrong, it works. There's no problems with it working. It's just the fact that there is actually a crack in the screen. And you can actually see it there. Like if you push on it, you can actually see that it's worse than it seems. What happened is it fell against something when it was in the garage, and I didn't realise that it had fell against something until it was too late. And I'm thinking, okay, how long was I again? I mean, this Mac is relatively out of date, so it's not as if it's brand spanking new. But I did get the shits with myself a little bit because of the fact that did come up and that did happen. But using it is not a problem. Well, it needs a keyboard and a mouse, obviously. But no, using it isn't an issue. It still works. It still functions. It's still got everything working and everything's where it should be. That's great. But the issue, as I said, is basically the screen and the crack. at where it got shattered. So I could replace the entire screen, but I don't know how much. I mean, this is like, I think it's about a 20-inch. It's about 20-inch, 19-inch. I don't know how much a 19-inch screen is going to cost me. On top of that, I don't know what's involved with taking it out. I could, and I'm considering replacing it, but I don't know whether I will. I've never taken apart a Mac, so it would probably be a new endeavour for me to do it. But I'm always up for a challenge. Probably something I could try out and something I could actually muck around with and just see if I could do it. I don't foresee it being a big problem to take it apart, but then I've got to get all the way into the screen. I've got to probably got to take the guts out as well. I mean, as I said, it depends. It depends on what's involved. I know that. I mean, I don't know how easily this comes off. Obviously, that's the other issue. I don't know how easily it's going to come off at the end of it. Now, put it on the right angle, you can't really see the crack, to be honest. It's not really noticeable. So, at the end of it, just because that's cracks there doesn't mean it's a bad thing. But on the other side of it too, I was just going to use it as a Mac machine to sort of teach myself a bit more about Unix, which I have been doing on and off. So that was something I was considering. I don't know at this point whether I will keep it or not, whether I won't. We will see what happens. We'll see which direction it goes in anyway. Taking a couple of things into consideration, I might put it somewhere, say for example, I don't know, see, I'm thinking about putting it in the repair area somewhere, and I could just have it as a backup Mac machine in case I need to do things specifically for Mac and do Mac repairs. That could be a plus side in that sense. So I will see what happens, and I'll see which direction I go with, you know, whether I replace the screen or not, or whether I just leave it as is and just use it as a temporary machine when I'm doing Mac stuff and mucking around with Macs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see which direction I generally go with that, and you know, it should be all cool. But no, at this point, I'm just like scratching my head, thinking, "What the fuck?" It's kind of annoying because I didn't want it to be cracked, but it happened. Shit happens, unfortunately. Accidents happen. As I said, I didn't realise it was cracked until I turned it on, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Which it's quite easy to do. It's not the hardest thing in the world to do, and it's only because it got knocked over. Because it was sitting on the ground, sort of the angle, and of course, you know, that's dead. Doesn't really help it when it, you know, so. Anyway, I'll leave it there anyway. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just a little bit of a video on me running around and doing things around the house. Also looking out at the weather as well. It's been fucking pissing down rain lately. It's not miserable weather. It's just fucking, it's sort of cold and yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much.